This video is about the training of Gaitmaster Sugar Kokopelli, a very keen, close-working dog of the behavior that often puts off a lot of Australian trainers. Here Pelli is just 6 months of age, and this is her second exposure to sheep. Her first when she was only 12 weeks old, and she bailed up a group of ewes in the corner of the paddock. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure that the interest was still there, and took her out on lead, way too short of a lead, to see how she'd go. And I just hated yanking this little pup off the sheep so much, and had to let her go. And yeah, she had a bit of a yahoo, and it took a time to catch, but she showed us that she has certainly some group in there, and certainly a very sustained interest in sheep. And if you look there, typically of Aussies, even a young one, she was happy to walk away with her handler from the sheep, albeit getting out the gate was a little bit of a problem until she had cleared the gate for me in her different style. This is Pelli now, some 16 months later, starting her herding training. We've got a large group of young, newly weaned lambs there, with a couple of steady sheep in there to help them calm down. In all this time, Pelli and I have built our relationship, and as you'll see, also built a very nice stop down that works even in the presence of sheep. There Pelli showed us that she does have nice natural balance, which took her around the back of the sheep, and had the power to go in behind a large group of sheep like this, which was good. But I had to stop her, as you saw, and lead the group out to get out of that corner. Now here we're just getting a little bit used to my signals and how I'm moving her around. She's very keen to come up and control the head, as most dogs are, because that is certainly the easiest way to control sheep, is to run to the head. But I'm trying to teach her now to let me have the head and her take the back. You just there saw that nose hit the ground, and that's the best indication you've got. Dog doesn't like that, doesn't understand that, and so I'm going to snip around a little bit. And when you see that, you just ease off a bit and let them float around. Now there was some silly behavior, and she exhibits very normal behavior for a young Aussie, in flying over the top of sheep and flying into the middle of sheep, much like this. Look at that. How's that for a shed, hey? Or a split them for a shed. And you know, this crazy sort of stuff they do. Here's another beautiful split from the other side, and a flying leap after this one at the back that's escaped. I call her off, drop her to the ground. Good girl, Pelli. And she's quite happy to drop off balance and allow this poor sheep to return. I like to start my young ones on a large group, because that's what Aussies were bred for. They were bred to work livestock in their hundreds, not 2, 3, 4, or 5. So this is what their instincts are set for, and rather than battling their instincts, they're working something that's more natural for them, and they can be a bit more calm. And this may not look all that calm to you, but if you've seen some others started on lower numbers, you'll know what I mean. And of course I realize in training, when you're a novice and a novice dog, there's no point putting you and the dog in this position, because it would just go to sheer madness quickly. But where you've got a little bit more experience, if you can start on larger groups, I think it's better for the dog. The dogs don't concentrate on just 1 or 2 like they've got in a small group. They've got the whole lot to keep them busy. Now this is a nice little exercise to convince her to stay off the head. And as a start, she just busts straight into the middle of them, as you can see there. But what we're doing is we're pushing them through a race. So I've got a lot of control there. and can move off or on my head as I like a bit more, and convince her to get to the back herself and let her learn what the value of getting to the back and pushing them in. And, you know, God, I don't like it back here. I can see them moving up there. Mom, I don't think you can do it. Well, get back there and try anyway. No, I want them out of there. Look, I'll go get them. No, back you go and do your job. She finally complies, falls in there behind him, and look at that. Look how she settles behind them. Cuts out nice and square to go out and have a look at those heads, make sure they're not getting away from us. So off we go. I let her go in, pull them off the fence, and she's going out wide and feeling pretty comfy with this. Thinking about how this all feels. Here I'm able to manipulate her so that she has to go around that gate and put a bit of distance on them. She slices tight on the top, as dogs will do, but feeling her edges a little bit and starting to look a little bit square. So we do a bit of work like that until the dog does start becoming comfortable like this with her sheep. There, I've let her balance around the top, do a bit of a stop and a walk up. She's calm, she's cool, she's feeling comfy with this stock, and that's it. That's where we finish. She's done a good job, and we'll reward her for that. Again, perhaps being more handler-oriented than what we are used to seeing here in Australia, the Aussie is happy to walk off her stock with her handler.